Till this day, I remember Tera as a graphically stunning game with one of the best action combat systems. I personally was extremely hyped for Tera's release in 2012 as it was my first time seeing action combat coming from the traditional tab targeting. I quickly found myself addicted to the combat, thus persistently grinded through the extremely slow leveling. Also, my dreams of playing a lolly that shits out health and mana anal beads, Tera fulfilled. Along with a demon babe that swings around her big ass axe around in her bikini armor, Tera fulfilled. Now craving an enticing MMO has me coming back to Tera to see how it's doing in 2019. Unfortunately, my OG account got deleted as I couldn't recover it, so we don't get to make fun of my name choices or see my lolly mystic. Many sad cookies. Wow, this races and classes page kinda caught me off guard. It's hard to believe this game is from 2011. We haven't even started the game yet and I'm already loving the graphics. There are so many classes to choose from. Back when I played, I think there was only 8 and now there are 13. There's so much to look at, I don't know where to start, but let's take a look at the races first. Starting off, we have the human race with beautiful armor. Plot armor. Now, each race does have racial skills, which I think is a neat feature in adding diversity within the same classes. The Castanic is the demon bait race and my favorite race because they're like the succubus from your wet dreams. Oh my god, how good is this warrior armor? And the guys are looking pretty good as well. The Armour race are gigantic buff demons and their design is just so boss looking. Then the High Elf race is a pretty prestigious looking race. The Popori are so adorable. They're clearly the most huggable race. And now for the fan favorite lolly with animal ears and tails, the Ellen. I swear that says innocent waifus on the outside. True otaku see through your tricks, Tera. And lucky last are the Baraka, which are like gigantic rock statues, and the design reminds me of an old movie that I just can't remember the name of. A little downside to the awesome design and range of races is that some of the classes are race and gender locked. To me, class choice is more important than race, so unfortunately, even if I want to play a certain race, if they're not available in that class, I won't be able to play that race. But at the same time, I kinda understand that the Baraka can't be a ninja and only lollies can. Now let's explore this diverse range of classes. Starting off, we have the warrior class. My previous main class that shits out HP and mana anal beads, the Mystic. They are your second healer class that can summon pets with different situations. The Lancer are your tanks with a nice twist to the class of wielding a massive pointy stick. I unfortunately can't take a look at the Reaper as I need a character that's level 40 plus. Many sad cookies again that I lost my account. The Slayer that swings around a massive greatsword that this lolly looks like she is struggling so hard to hold. The Gunner is a new class to me and looks like a gunslinger type class. Their armor is so high tech and futuristic looking, I'm really loving the design of it. Berserker looks similar to the Slayer but with a massive axe instead. Brawler is another new class, so I don't know much about them, but they look like they're the I'm going to punch the shit out of your face class. Sorcerers are your OG mages that do high burst damage. This lolly looks so good as a sorcerer if I may say so myself. Ninjas are another new class to me, but look like you can play as Naruto. They seem like your assassin class, but instead of daggers you get a massive shuriken. And you guys know what your OG archer does. Oh, this is our first gender and race lock class, the Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a new class, but to me it looks quite similar to Berserker, just with a lighter axe. I'm not saying that the gameplay is similar as I haven't played either classes, just looks like a similar concept based class. Then lucky last is the Priest, which we all know as our main healers. There are so many fantastic classes to choose from, I don't know what to play. Oh my god, this Alan Priest has healed my heart, how can you be so kawaii? I'm going through all the classes and it looks like most of the original classes, which are the ones on the left side of the list, plus the Mystic, aren't gender or race locked. It's only the new classes that are gender or race locked. I'm really struggling to decide which class to play because they all look so good. I think it's pretty clear that I love the Castanic race, so I'm definitely picking that race, but the Slayer looks so hot. But the warrior is also hella fine. Okay, I'm going to try the Valkyrie class as it is new and its game style of using rune marks sounds interesting, so I want to see how that will be. Now onto my favorite part, customization. I don't know if it's because the class selection page looked nice, but this character customization layout is disappointing. I think it's mainly the ugly UI that's not doing it much justice. But it looks like we got a couple of presets. Then in features has a collection of hair and small range of colors. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed that you can't choose separate horns and hairstyles, and there are only 18 to choose from. Then there are only 12 faces and limited skin tone options. Most games have color charts you can choose from, so this is very limited. What are these options even meant to be? Tattoos, makeup, and adornments? Really? And these are the only options you have? These looks are hardly different or unique from each other. Like, I want a dragon tattoo or claw marks, something that makes my character really distinctive. Okay, hopefully we can do a lot with fine details. There is a slider for literally every facial detail, but unless you want to make an abomination, they don't do much since the overall customization itself is limited. Wait, where is my body slider? There's only outfits and voice left? There is no body slider? What? You're telling me I can't even control my babe's thickness? Okay, I don't remember Tera's customization being so limited and bad. I mean, Iron is an older game than Tera and it has amazing customization. Whilst reluctantly creating my character, one thing I noticed was that depending on what face you choose, you got different adornment options. Do I think this is a cool feature? No, it's more annoying as they could have just made all these options available, creating a diverse range of choices instead. Considering Tera's customization doesn't even have basic options like eye color, I'm going to have to give it a 4 out of 10. Ooh, yes baby, do that slow walk towards me. Ooh, story time. Okay, enough of story time. I remember the graphics being a lot better than this. Everything looks quite blurry. Ooh, if I jump off this cliff, do I die? Aww. Well, that was a quick end to my open world journey. I changed everything up to max graphic settings, but it didn't really do much. I think overall environment design is beautiful, especially things far away look great. But I think it's the textural smaller details are what's lacking. Yay, we got a mount so early on. Considering we run like a turtle, this is very much appreciated. Is this when a boss suddenly appears? Oh, what? It was just a loading screen? It did teleport us to an instance, but there has been a fair bit of random loading screens which really breaks the flow of the gameplay. Something that's bugging me a bit is that after interacting with an NPC, you can't change camera angles, you have to move in order to do that. However, on the plus side, mounting and unmounting is a very smooth transition, so it evens out in the end. Can we please get a closer look at this armor? Like, damn girl, you are only level 8 and you are looking so hot. This outfit be causing nosebleeds left and right. So this item claims kept flashing, so I wanted to take a look at it, and we had so many free items in it. I don't know where all the stuff came from, but it might be from making a new account. We look so pay to win now, I love it. And another flaming hot outfit. So far, none of the gear we've received has been a reskin, and I'm fairly impressed. This flight teleportation is awesome. I love that we get to enjoy this breathtaking scenery. Oh, and then we go through a wormhole, which is a bit glitchy looking and harsh on the eyes. Okay, we'll end anytime now. Anytime now. Now, we came to the Tera for the action combat, and boy, does it not disappoint. So far, I'm loving my Valkyrie class choice. My attacks and skills stack row marks, which I can detonate, blowing everything up for massive damage. It's beautiful. Don't you think about it. I just want this plant. God damn it, didn't your mama teach you not to bother people when they are busy? Okay, I don't mean to talk about every single armor look, but this one is so sexy that I just had to show you guys. Look, how awesome is it? Ooh, I think this is going to be our first dungeon. I'm so excited. Well, that was anticlimactic. I just stood there reading dialogue. I remember Tera having these mini bosses that are like dungeon bosses just in normal areas, which is great practice for when you do the big boy dungeons. This is where the combat really shines, as if you play it well, you can dodge pretty much all the damage, and it's super fun trying to get in a perfect dodge. Even though they have a fair bit of health and you have to smack it down for a bit, since the combat is so exciting, there isn't a single dull moment. I think this is what really shines about action combat. Finally, our mini boss training is paying off. How exciting is this fight? We gotta dodge his heavy hits as well as AoE attacks whilst dodging hurling lava rocks. I never thought I would say this, but I'm kinda hating these gathering quests. They're not bad, the quest itself is unique where I gather meat then have to cook it or search for an NPC by playing the drums. Normally I would say this is fantastic as it's a change of pace from normal kill quests, but because of Tera's awesome action combat, I'm like, get me back to the fighting please. Give me all the kill quests, I want to kill things. There are actually so many people in this area that we're fighting over items that we need to gather for a quest. I haven't seen so many people in lower levels before. What the frick is this minigame? I have to drum away the frogs. This game is horrible for my carpal tunnel, but must defend the base from colorful frogs. I don't remember Tera having these fun minigames. I hope to see more of them as they're really different. I think the reason why I don't mind grinding monsters is that unless they're a boss, you can mob them and pretty much kill all the required amount for the quest in one go. Especially with my class, most of my skills are AoE with stuns and knockdowns, so I hardly take any damage either. I didn't know we got a freaking Pegasus. I thought there was no flying in Tera, but there is. This is awesome. Horsey, are you fat? Why can't you fly? It says space button to fly. Oh, you gotta tap it a few times to actually take off. This is awesome. I love any games that include flying. Does that mean we can get to that floating rock up there? Aww. The altitude is very limited, but apart from that, the flying itself is really smooth. And unlike Aeon, where if you run out of flight time, you fall to your death, you just descend instead. So you don't have to worry too much about your flight time. The ultimate ninja hiding skill. Blend with rock no jutsu. To become one with the earth, guys, you have to truly blend with the earth. Ooh, that was such a satisfying combo to pull off. Smash them all on the ground, then bring them all together again to explode my rune stacks. Mwah, beautiful. The joy of getting smooth, perfect combos off really makes the fighting so exciting. I mean, we've been fighting and leveling for 30 levels, but I'm still hyped by the action combat. Yay, another mini game!
Your reputation
What?
is everything.
Only one person at a time can play the minigame? That's so silly. And there's no waiting queue, so whoever presses the play button gets to play first. Would be a terrible system if there was a lot of players. No, my haystack got stuck and these stupid golem things keep losing me points. They have a monster arena where you can bet on which monster you think will win. This is so random but uniquely cool. Who are we gonna bet on? Doggo or Fat Daddy? Definitely Fat Daddy. Come on Fat Daddy, use that body wiggle jiggle attack. I'm a bit disappointed that they copied pasta the same mini boss we fought and I think it was around level 20. I don't think it would have been too hard for them to create a different mini boss for us to fight at level 33. Like at least change the color up or their fighting pattern to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, this is one aspect of Tera I'm finding really annoying is that you can get caught on any small thing and you can't move. Like right now, what am I even stuck on? But I can't move. And this hasn't just happened once or twice, it happens in combat as well, where you're trying to dodge but there'll be the world's smallest rock that you get stuck between, then you can't move and nor does your dodging leap get you out of it, so it can really screw up your combat.
I don't believe it, not for a second.
Yeah, I don't believe my ass could look so good either. I wanted to take a look into the crafting as there wasn't any mention or quest of it early on. I noticed that you could access the crafting system just through a tab, so I thought I'd try and make something, but holy, everything is so expensive. For me to craft just one ruby is 110 gold. And I think crafting is unavailable till level 65 as all the recipes had level 65 as the requirement. I'm surprised that crafting, normally a basic feature of MMOs, is only available towards the end game. So after about 8 hours of gameplay, our journey came to an end at level 35. I felt that the leveling was relatively fast as we smashed through levels 1 to 30, where it then seemed to slow down a bit. But what made the leveling process so enjoyable is the core focus of Tera, the action combat. My Valkyrie class was an immersive journey to play. The combat was action-packed yet smooth, and the combo aspect seamlessly chained all your skills together to make a fantastic combat experience. I can't speak highly enough about Tera's action combat and can see myself definitely coming back for that. But that was the problem. Apart from the action and combat, I don't really have much else to say about the game. It feels and looks like a game where all the focus and budget went into the combat, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing as they definitely pulled the action combat off. But choppy graphics, lack of background music, invisible barriers, and lots of running around brought my overall experience down. I don't need stunning graphics in every MMO, but when there's a roof or a cliff, I should be able to stand on it considering a small mushroom on the ground stops my movement. I just did not understand the textural hitbox logic behind things. The music was also something that lacked from my gameplay as I was met with dead silence. It was weird because in some areas the environmental music was perfectly orchestrated, adding impact to my gameplay or setting the mood for an airy dungeon. It honestly felt as though they ran out of budget for the music, as you will hear this one song used on repeat. However, this is me brutally ripping into each aspect of the MMO, but purely focusing on the best aspect of Tera, the action combat, would definitely have me coming back. I can see myself craving that action combat and don't see myself getting bored of it anytime soon, considering the diverse range of classes to try out. Oh, and we haven't even gotten into the PvP or endgame, so there is a lot more to look forward to. If you've been looking for a change from your traditional tab targeting MMOs, you should be downloading Tera right now, cause you will not regret it. Along with its fairly active population and rewarding leveling system to keep your demon babe looking hot. The only reason I maybe wouldn't recommend Tera is obviously you're not into action combat and enjoy the other aspects of MMO such as crafting and exploring. Make sure to give this video an LCS, a like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of Tera in 2019 and what MMO I should be revisiting next in 2019. But until next time, make sure you guys stay awesome and peace out!